Alright everyone, today I'm going to be making venison jerky for the first time. I've made beef jerky a handful of times, but never made it from venison. Have a very lean piece of meat here. It's some type of roast. I'm not sure what it is. There's a little flap, so I'm just going to cut that off, and I will cut that up later. Get rid of some silver skin and that type of thing. You want to make sure you wouldn't know which way the grain is going, and then slice about a 1/4 inch or so against the grain. If you cut it with the grain, you're going to have really stringy, tough pieces of jerky. You want to make sure that you're cutting it against the grain and about a 1/4 inch or so. What I did is I threw this in the freezer and for about an hour or so to kind of, and it cuts much nicer. So here you say against the grain. You'll see that that's going to be nice and tender later. Here's a little bit better angle. You can kind of see the thickness. What I'm going for, about a 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit less. Once I have it all sliced up, I weighed out exactly 1 pound. The seasoning kit that I bought had a little key on the back with a recipe for exactly 1 pound. You're using curing salt, so you got to be careful with how much you use. I didn't think I was going to have enough, but it ended up being perfect. So once you get these seasoned up, throw them in a bag and let it sit in the fridge for about 24 hours. You got to let that curing salt work. So here it is, 24 hours. You'll see that the redness is kind of gone, almost it's a brown now. Putting them on a cookie rack. I'm going to add in a little bit of extra black pepper and throwing them on my smoker set to the lowest setting, about 150 degrees or so. So about 2 hours later, so I'm checking in. Everything's drying out, coming along nicely. But I picked up a piece here, gave it a little bend test. It's still pliable. Breaks apart a little bit, but not quite ready. Still a little too soft, so I'm going to let that continue to go. So I let it go for about another 45 minutes or so, and here you see me doing another bend test. It does break apart, but it kind of splinters. It doesn't snap. This piece is pretty hot still, but if you let it cool down, it'll stiffen up, but it won't crumble and it won't snap. Here's the finished result. I was surprised how good this was. It wasn't gamey at all. I'm definitely a fan. Doing it again. Thanks for watching.